Well, hello, lovely humans. I was just looking through some short little clips, just this and that, a little bit random, like kind of on topic of the things, people I know, or the things I've seen, you know, the Jonathan Ross show, Kevin Bridges, love Kevin Bridges, that kind of stuff. And I found some random clips, and I figured, why not? It's been a while since I've gone rogue, but this isn't rogue. Oh, I have one and saved for rogue that I keep forgetting to get to. But anyway, for now, it's John. I've spent a lifetime thinking that last name was Krasinski for some reason. I don't know. Krasinski. Is that right? Whatever. Jim cannot understand Kevin Bridges' accent on the Jonathan Ross show, and I don't remember what this guy's name is, the guy that is on screen at this very moment. I totally know who he is and everything, but I don't know his name, and he isn't Jim, he isn't Kevin Bridges, and he isn't Jonathan Ross, so he's there too, apparently. Anyway,
Phil, you know, I think I met you very briefly once in the past, but seeing you have the success you're enjoying right now, and this might be misplaced, but I feel a sense of pride about you, even though I don't know you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
I know that might
nice.
seem weird, but I guess it's because I saw you acting when you were so young. I saw you in Son of Rambo. I don't know how many people saw that movie, but it was a wonderful film.
All of them are here tonight, which is exciting.
Well, Son of Rambo was a small
so
film,
cute.
but a big role, and it made a big impact. And now we see you in The Revenant. I think it's got the most Oscar nominations of any movie this year, or certainly it's up there with them.
Yeah, 12 Oscar nominations.
Now, where did you shoot it? Because it's a pretty bleak spot.
We shot it in Calgary, Alberta, in Canada, which is, I mean, the coldest place on this planet, possibly in this universe. It was freezing, but it is set in Montana, 1821. So we're in Canada, pretending to be in America. But it was, yeah, it was a challenge, that's for sure.
It's sort of stark but beautiful as well. Did it feel that way when you're there, or did you just
feel cold and miserable?
Cold and miserable, yeah.
You know, it was really cold and miserable, but I think the thing that kept us all going through that was the fact that we felt like we were part of something special. I don't think we felt 12 Oscar nominations special. But... Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. This is a 2-minute clip, and we're already over a minute in. I'm okay. I imagined something different.
We all felt like we were trying to tackle something that was, you know, that was unprecedented in many ways. I think the way we chose to shoot this, all in natural light, all with real weather elements and relatively limited CGI. I should say that the visual effects team do an amazing job.
I'm guessing that there's a bear in it. If you haven't seen it already, I'm not.
That's a real bear, though. That's a real bear.
It's not a real bear.
That was Kevin doing a bear impression.
Yeah, well...
And he nailed it.
Yeah, well, but it's a very impressive-looking bear.
It is,
and
yeah.
if you were involved, congratulations. You know, very good.
I thought I was going to get a nomination. Best
I'm
bear.
sorry. I'm embarrassed about that.
Pull the
as
other
well.
lot.
I'm embarrassed.
Calgary, Alberta, that's the home of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay, whoa.
Calgary,
Also, I absolutely love how he's sitting so freaking close to John. But yeah, what I usually understand the Scottish, but hold on.
I thought I was going to get a nomination. Best
I'm
bear.
sorry. I'm embarrassed about that.
Pull the
as
other
well.
lot.
I'm embarrassed.
Calgary, Alberta, that's the home of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Dude. I am tempted to see what the hell the subtitles would think he said. I'm just gonna, because yeah, no, okay, no, sure.
Very good.
I thought I was going to get a nomination. Best bear.
I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed about that.
Pull the
as
other
well.
lot.
I'm embarrassed.
Calgary, Alberta, that's the home of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Dude. Subtitles were just non-existent. So, sure, we're gonna keep going because I'm seriously trying, but no.
That one I didn't get.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that one.
That was
so no,
noise.
What do you mean you
Oh,
don't
nobody
get it?
got
It's
it.
just a fact. It's the home of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay.
If you go on Wikipedia...
Oh, Bret
the Hitman Hart.
Got it.
Bret the Hitman.
What do you think I said?
He
No,
lives
it
in.
sounded like you were vomiting.
Okay. Sure, why not? Yeah. Totally. I like that nobody got it though, because I mean, sometimes people are just, there's this one clip that went viral. I mentioned this before, I don't know where, but there's one clip of a Scottish guy at like a council meeting or whatever, complaining to the council headmaster. I don't know the words, but like it was a political thing, right? And he was asking a genuine question, and the guy that was in charge that we're supposed to answer did not catch a word he said, and asked him to repeat himself a bunch of times. And that guy had a very, very thick Scottish accent, but I understood everything each time. So, like, he mentioned people, I don't know who he mentioned, okay? So it's when the words he says I don't know, I'm not familiar with, and there's nothing for me to latch onto, that's when I get lost. And he mentioned someone never heard of before, so sure. But, yeah, yay, ta-da! Okay. Well, hello. I realized I probably should have either watched the whole interview or maybe these two clips together. But I kind of just found this one after seeing the other one, so we're just gonna put them together. Kevin Bridges has John Krasinski in stitches. Sure.
Have you done any acting, Kevin? Do you want to be an actor? Is that something you'd like to do?
Oh, they're doing okay.
I've done a couple of small parts, and I've been offered a few things, but I can never read a script.
Really?
Well, I can read, but it's... I just don't know if it's any good. If somebody just came... I wish it was in retrospect. Like, I'd need to watch the movie first. I'd rather just made the movie.
That would be too late,
decided,
though. That would be too late for you to get
I know,
the
but
part.
if they just made the thing and put some stand-in guy and going, that's the guy we want you to play.
Yeah.
I know that's maybe asking a lot.
And I imagine you had to learn how to operate those weapons, how to almost be able to do that for real.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we went to weapons training with Navy SEALs, who are one of our elite forces. And we spent time using these guns. And the first time I shot a gun with them, they're pretty big. Yeah, that's how big they are.
Yeah.
And, you definitely get shocked into being totally nervous.
That's a real gun you use for the film?
Yeah, the whole movie we were using real guns. We were shooting blanks, obviously, but we were using real guns.
But even blanks, people get injured, don't they? I mean, they are pretty dangerous.
Well, the first day of shooting, we all lined up and started shooting guns for the first time. And truly the first bullet that was fired by all of us, one of them flipped up and hit me in the neck, which everybody was like, hot brass, it happens. And it sounds like a cool jazz band. You're like, hot brass. And then it hits your neck and you're like, this is not a cool jazz band. This is awful.
Okay, the last time I went to vote, there was a lot of security in voting because this country's messed up in a lot of ways. But anyway, there was a lot of just attention on the voters and stuff. And the last time I went to vote, there's always military guys, right? And there was one stationed by like the tables to vote, and he was carrying a gun that was as big as I am. Like, I get that I'm not huge, but a gun my size, like my height, is a big freaking gun, right? Oh my God. With what need? Also, it was one of those guns, like, I'm not an expert, but I played, like, Call of Duty and those kind of games, and it seemed like a heavy-duty sniper rifle kind of thing. And in the building, like, it seemed like a gun that would, if he needed to use it, it was the worst gun to have. Like, it made no sense. But I mean, I've seen cops. I've been, I've stood next to cops or whatever, and you can see their guns sometimes, and it's like, okay, that's the scary thing. Sure. But a guy, and he wasn't a big guy either, so the gun looked freaking massive. Well, it was massive, but it looked more massive. I walking like past him, oh man, it was a horrible feeling. Like, I just, I did not want to see that thing in action. That was awful. It was intimidating, and it was a lot, dude. It was a lot, so. Duh.
And I had sunscreen on, so the casing stayed on my neck.
Wow.
And the rule of the Navy SEALs taught us was you can never stop firing on a firing line, because if you go like this, you could shoot your friend. So for about a minute, it was just searing my skin. I still have a scar.
Wow.
So
that's...
now I'm a real man.
Yeah. Can you see the scar from there, Kevin?
No, your makeup team have done a great job. Or maybe he's still a shit. No, I can see it. I can definitely see it.
It was very hard. I tried to stay in shape as a, whatever that meant.
As a working actor, I guess you have to be fairly fit.
Like power bars and push-ups.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
an 8K.
What's that?
Now, I have the reaction to your changed physique caused quite a stir online. and we have some of the tweets that were posted at that time.
This is going to be great.
Now, Kevin, would you like to read some of these tweets out for John?
Yes.
These are the John Krasinski tweets. These are the...
And by the way, pretend not to feel this way.
Okay. Can you... Now, let me just check something, because I know you're a very polite guy. Have you been able to understand anything that Kevin has said?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Hear that, Jonathan? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Every word.
It's one of the bonus features of Braveheart.
I'm sorry if that
How
was...
how to speak Scottish.
I need John Krasinski to hug me. I bet his arms would wrap around me twice.
That's about the length of my arms, not how good I look.
Are your arms abnormally long, or are they just imagining that? I mean, they look
I don't
regular
know.
length to me.
This one's all right. Here's the definition of walking sex.
Well.
Have you ever had walking sex?
Is that like The Walking Dead? Because that's a very popular show.
There's another one here.
Similar sounds.
Saying you're the definition of sex monkey. What is sex monkey?
What is walking sex and sex monkey?
Well, you are, apparently.
Whoa.
That's the next movie, man. Walking sex monkeys. This one's quite nice, and then the guy obviously ruins it by coming across as a bell end at the end. It just says, John Krasinski is super funny. That's cool.
Thanks.
With an amazing body fat percentage.
Wow.
Give me a quote.
Again. This is, I believe this is on the official, like, Kevin Bridges YouTube channel. And, buddy, I love you. I love you, Kevin Bridges. Just hilarious. But I feel like you overshot with the title of the video there. Just a smidge. But sure. Anyway, once again, that was what it was, and it's over, so I'm gone, and I mean, I'll try to do better. I'm sorry. I don't know. Sometimes Bad Mandy. I shouldn't go rogue. I'm sorry. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am off. Thank you and good night.